Peter, I find it so interesting that Sean McVay's like, this isn't who we are. It's not characteristic of who we are, but isn't that kind of characteristic of what Matthew Stafford is? Tremendous arm talent, wild interceptions. He does that in the wild card round. They're out.
Yeah, and if the playoffs were today, which they're not, they'd be traveling to Dallas as a road wild card team, Rams at Cowboys. And
maybe that's good.
I don't know if that's that team there is beating even the Cowboys from yesterday. Some reason for concern for the Rams. They looked like they were banged up. They looked like they were making mistakes. They looked a little bit careless. And I thought the day laid out perfectly for them. The Cowboys lose. The Packers lose. The Saints lose. The Bucs are on a bye. Like, here we go. Here comes. And now they couldn't hold serve at home against a Titans team that was playing without Derrick Henry and without Taylor Lewan. So I look at this Rams team last night. That's not winning any big games, and they're all in. Like, this might be a little different than the other teams, because if they don't do it this year, there isn't a draft pick to save them this year. There isn't a draft pick in the second round. There isn't a draft pick in the third round. Like, they went all in on this Von Miller trade, and oddly enough, Von Miller still has an ankle injury and didn't play. Like, they traded their second and third round picks for Von. Okay, that game cannot happen again. Like, they have to get this out of their system, flush it out. You only get one of those a season. They've now had two, the Cardinals game and this one, both of them, ironically, at home in SoFi, which I didn't think was much of a home field advantage yesterday. I thought the Titans fans showed up, and I think the Rams were done in this game once he threw those two picks. Not going to get it done.
I was surprised to see, like, the Titans fans travel like that. But I'll say this, okay, they lost the game, let's move on. I don't think that Matt Stafford will have a game like that again. I don't think the Rams will play like that again. If you watch their offense, they did a lot more dropbacks than normal. I'm used to seeing that stretch zone play action to the tight end or throwing deep, or even the in-cut routes with Cooper Kupp. So the little stuff they didn't really do. They got to it late in the second half, but it was just a bad game. I think they beat them up front. The Titans beat them up front. It was a physical game. But let's not kid ourselves. Like, the Rams are a good team. You add Von Miller. You can have the second and third round pick. You can keep that. We get Von Miller, right? Get him on one side, get Aaron down in the middle, and they'll get that thing going again. They got the ball hawks in the back. So I look forward to seeing the Rams, man, make a big push late in the season.
This is kind of the danger. They are loaded. They have awesome players. They're very good. They got to win the whole thing this year. They get to the divisional round or even the title game and lose. It's like, what do we do this for?
And the Titans not a bad team either, though.
The Titans were great. Okay. But listen, Matthew Stafford is, I think, 7 or 8 games away from setting the all-time record of most starts by a quarterback in league history without winning a playoff game.
Detroit Lions.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's funny you say that.
Sorry, oh my God.
Can't.
Sorry about that.
So the Stafford stands, of which there are many, blame all of that on the Lions organization. And
you have to.
No.
Maybe they're right. Maybe they're right. I will just say that playoffs are the great redeemer. They are the fiery crucible, but through which true heroes are forged. One mistake like that. If he plays like that again, one of those mistakes, they can't beat Arizona, Green Bay. It's
I agree.
Yes.
I don't think he's going to play like that again, but I don't know that he's not. I really don't.
Why don't you think he's going to play like that again? This is what you've said this over and over again. This is why you and me are on the D by ourselves. This is who Matthew Stafford is. You can't blame it all on the Lions organization as much as you'd like to, because you have to take the good with the bad with Matthew Stafford. It's what he has done. He's thrown double-digit interceptions in every single full season that he has played. Isn't that just what Matthew Stafford is? Wild arm, incredible talent, but wild interceptions that come along with that at stupid times of the game. He is a loose cannon. He is a risk taker, a wild card, and if you want the good, you have to accept what comes with that, and that is the bad, which we thought. And if he does this in the wild card round, I'm telling you, they're bounced. And this is why I am frightened by this team and Matthew Stafford.
I am too.
I think he got the crap beat out of him yesterday. He's tough as nails.
He's tough.
He's playing with injuries. Like, I thought he played valiantly to even get out there, and then it went to crap right away. Like, that game, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say they can flush it out, and then he and McVay will figure it out.
I'm with Peter.
But that team last night, and I'm actually, like, Von Miller, you make a big trade, like, I'd like to see him on the field.
Yeah. He'll be playing. I mean, you can have a bad game.
My ankle's not good yet. Well,
you can have a bad game.
Do you put it all on the Lions, Matthew Stafford?
I do. I put most of it on the Lions organization and the situation, because I think he won about 40 games as a Lion that 99% of the quarterbacks wouldn't have. I'm not being an apologist, I know.
Right.
one of the things the Lions did was, I mean, he had Calvin Johnson. You can't win one wild card game, and I'm not
Who
going out of
else,
my
though?
lane to do it.
There's nobody else.
I'm trying to think of an example of a quarterback who's never won a playoff
A couple
game.
calls in that Cowboys playoff game.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
They have no
but
defense.
see, now we're into the referees, and it's like there's a whole long list. This is not a guy who's been in the league 4 years. This is a long list
You're
of
not
excuses.
scared of him in the playoffs?
No.
You're not a little
No.
scared of Matthew Stafford in the playoffs?
No, I
man.
think he's going to be awesome if he
Blind
gets the
faith.
opportunity.
He's going to do it, yo. He's clutch. Hey, man, he's played with the Detroit Lions. They're never good. Like, the
It's
reason why
fair to
Barry
ask.
Sanders
It's
retired early because
definitely
them guys weren't good.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you give him the team he has right now, he had a bad game. That's cool. He's not going to make that play again and the turn, spin around and throw. He won't do that again.
He won't do that in the playoffs.
I don't
Okay.
think so.
Why
And,
did he make
another
that
thing, they
play?
got to run the ball. They didn't run the ball at all. You know, like I feel like when he was with the Detroit Lions, he had to play great. With here, the Rams, you don't have to do that. Great,
Kyle,
good defense.
So much
run the
has
ball.
changed. You and I are still on the dinghy.
Still on the
dinghy.
Matthew Stafford. I
He'll
just-
prove you guys wrong. I'm telling you.
I hope he does.
I'm trying to think of a time a guy's never won a playoff game before ever,
he
and
has
just
this
shows up and wins the
team,
whole
though.
thing. Wins the whole thing. It doesn't really happen as quarterbacks. It's very hard. Why did he make that throw? Why would a veteran make that throw in a big game? That was an inexcusable,
Yeah,
terrible
that was
play.
bad. Hey, but like you got a job. Every game, every day is a great day. No. He had a bad day.
I'm not a number one overall pick, my friend. Unfortunately.
You are. You are a
By the
first-round
way,
pick.
that Cowboy, they had the number 2 defense in the league, the Detroit Lions, that year.
Come on, Detroit
The
Lions.
second
Like, we
best
serious?
defense
Detroit
in the
Lions.
league.
Nobody wants to play there.
I know.
They're
I hear
bad.
you. They're having a tough time this year as well.